They were coerced to do statements, which they did. They were given. They were also coerced to give their PIN numbers and phones and laptops, which they complied at that time because they had no other thing to do. And they were told to do statements, which they were against, but they were told to do statements. They were also held in various police stations, 2 in Pangani and 2 at Muthaiga, under false publications. They were released on Saturday on free bond. However, the DCI summoned them to come to the headquarters yesterday. So we came with them, we represented them. However, the police refused to give them their items back. And this is against the law. There's no order. Once they were released, they were supposed to be given their phones back and their laptops back and their CPUs that they use for work. And this is against the law. They are holding those items against the law, and it should be called. We are calling against what they are doing, because one, they are denying these boys from continuing with their businesses, and they are actually stopping the work that they are doing of filmmaking.
There is no warrant of arrest that has been preferred against any of the 4 of them. So they are not even persons of interest at this stage. They are not suspects, and we would like them to essentially receive back their property so that they can continue to do what they do, which is essentially to make independent films, which, as far as we understand, is not a crime in this country. The Constitution allows for creative expression, and therefore what we want to say is that allow them to have their property back so that they can continue to earn an income for themselves and for their families.
It's just the anxiety from a parent. We have gone through a lot of torture. From Friday, watching through social media that your son, you know what I mean, eh? And his phone is off, you cannot call him, you don't know why, you don't know what he has done. And these are our children. We know them as our innocent children. They are earning a living. They have opened the studio where they earn their own living. So now look at me, at my age. Now, how do we now have these young men that they will rely from us? That they are now jobless, hawana kazi. Sasa nitapatia kijana wa miaka hiyo, nitamsimbisha. Release the documents to them so that they continue earning their own living. But we have the anxiety and our hearts are heavy because we don't know, because you are used to talking to your child every time, so there is no that freedom as a mother. And I have that cry. We have cried a lot.